Right, Kev, so a 3-1 defeat today. What do you make of the game?
Um, Overall, I don't think it's a game we deserve to lose. I think in terms of open play, we were more than competitive. I'd probably say we had more and better chances than Celtic did. And a couple of wrong decisions is ultimately cost us in the end there. But the boys stuck to the game plan. We had a right good shape about us. We were well in control. I felt it was the most control we'd had in the game in terms of the first half performance. Celtic are a good side. They're always going to have a spell in the match, where they're on top. And they started the second half well on top. But we've had a great opportunity just before they score for the corner kick. We've had a great opportunity to go 2-0 up, which probably does the game in terms of a contest, I feel. And then, like I say, we're a couple of errors away and we get punished for it.
Is that kind of the nature of playing these B teams sometimes, where they will punish those errors? You got to take advantage of those times when you're on top. Didn't quite go that way for us today.
I think this league is so good that every team can punish errors. We should be punishing teams on their errors because we've got a talented squad in there as well. But again, when we go 2-1 down and we change shape and we're then positive again, we've had two right good opportunities before they scored the third to tie the game and a Stonewall penalty kick, which we don't get, and it's absolutely baffling me that we don't get the penalty kick in that instance. As well as.
As you said, kind of first half, it seemed like the shape was really good, the control was there. We win the ball out the pitch and pressing Celtic hard as well. How happy were you going into half time with how we were doing?
Yeah, like I say, we were well in control. We're limited, even through the course of 90 minutes, we're limited them in terms of goal scoring opportunities. I think they've had 4 shots and scored 3 ultimately. I think we're probably 8 and 9 efforts. You know what I mean? So I was delighted with the first half. Absolutely delighted. Well in control. Shape was good. Pressed them high. Won turnovers. Created opportunities. It was such a good first half performance. The second half wasn't drastic. It wasn't bad. Celtic were good in their spell in the game. Their 15-20 minute spell, which, like I said earlier, they're always going to have, and you've got to weather that storm. But it just becomes frustrating.
As a coach, it's one thing when your team play bad, there's obvious problems there. It's another when they play well and just come the wrong side of a bit of bad luck at times. How, as a coach, do you take those kind of games? Is it a case of looking at the positives and kind of building from there? Or?
We have to look at the positives, but equally we have to learn. I've probably said that a few times now. We need to learn, and we need to learn quickly, because you'll always end up with that result we've ended today if we don't learn from our mistakes. It is a relatively young side, but that's not an excuse. The boys all know that they should be making better decisions, and that's as a group. It's the errors that we made leading up to the second and third goal probably become irrelevant if we take a few more of the chances that we've created. Obviously, you want to limit the errors, but it's very two-sided. There's the errors that cost us, and there's not taking chances that cost us.
We've got 10 days now to our next fixture, Hearts B, kind of on the 14th. How do you deal with a long break away from a match as a coach and as a team?
Well, it'll not be a break. We'll be in, we'll be training, we'll be working on stuff, we'll be having everybody ready again for the Hearts game on the Tuesday night. So it's about the players trying to be positive. It's about the players sticking together, being a squad, being a team, and we'll start turning things around, I imagine.
Brilliant, thanks, Kev.